Now is the time. People who own Shiba Inus have been waiting for this day for 3 years. With the recent release of a major conclusion by an expert, a new technical chart has surfaced. More than 3 years after this pattern first appeared, we have solved it. The Shiba Inu is getting ready to get rid of zero. As you can expect, nobody is ready. Important signs of a breakthrough. Outstanding positive momentum. Becoming a Shiba Inu millionaire is once again a topic of conversation. Can you tell me the fundamental scenario here? Could you please tell me which 3-year analysis I am talking about? Permit me to elucidate. Your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coins is here. If you are interested in Shiba and want to learn more, you have come to the right place. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business by subscribing to our newsletter and receiving all the latest news and predictions. Make sure you hit the like button to get more SHIB news. A lot is happening behind the scenes, and it might all culminate to a big reveal. The Shiba Inu price could be about to experience a huge swing, even more than what we've seen in the past. A new weekly high of 7.37 trillion Shiba Inu was reached in the last 24 hours by the number of Shiba Inu transactions. There has been a marked uptick in activity. Every time this increase has happened in the past, it has usually meant that something big is about to happen. Here we are talking about big swings in prices, up or down. New evidence points to the possibility that another paradigm shift is about to occur. At this time, Shiba Inu is situated at a level of critical support. Whenever the price drops, this area has reliably served as a strong safety net for weeks. The zone's relevance is amplified because it lines up with a consistent trend. Very basically, 2 tiers of assistance working in tandem. But there's a catch. The pressure is getting worse. Volatility is unavoidable, due to the combination of more network activity and a surge in transactions. I can nearly guarantee you that it changes everything. Lots of people thought the Shiba Inu was just going through a quiet phase, or was maybe about to go downhill. One thing is certain though, there are clear signs that something bigger could be on the horizon. This is more than simply background noise. It reveals important information about what could happen in the future. If you still don't think something major is happening, think about this. There has been a major upturn in interest in Shibarium, the Layer 2 system created for Shiba Inus. There has been a 115% increase in the daily transactions. This is happening at a rate that is more than twice as fast as what is happening now. Such growth does not happen by chance. It shows that adoption is on the rise. The platform is seeing a rise in its user base. In the background, the ecosystem is strengthening and a wider variety of activities are getting involved. It all adds up to a fairly clear scenario when you consider the rising demand, strong support level and growing transaction volume. While most people are oblivious to a new phenomena, we discovered something that made us shudder as we dug more. As the Shiba Inu price approaches the top of a symmetrical triangle that has been in place for several years, Bitfinity, a trading outlook expert, has pointed out a noteworthy development, the possibility of a breakout. After 3 years of development, this arrangement is about to reach its full potential. Over the past 3 years, this pattern has steadily grown. Remind me what occurred 3 years ago. Sure enough, the legendary bull market of 2020. Although it is technically older, still going strong after 3.5 years. Right then, Shiba Inu had a meteoric rise, shocking the market and drawing attention from all over the world. When a little meme coin becomes a big deal, first investors remember it like it happened yesterday. We are now looking at a long-term analytical pattern, which may show a similarly noteworthy development 3 years later. At the moment, the pricing range is quite narrow, ranging from 0.00012 to 0.00013. We witnessed a drop on May 6th, and then a small recovery on May 7th. But generally speaking, people seem to be in a state of calm before chaos strikes. Similar to a squeezed spring, this triangular structure is getting close to its breaking point as it contracts. Past and present appear to be merging. 3 years after the last major explosion, a trend of 3 years appears. There must be some explanation behind that. This arrangement could be the moment that Shiba Inu bearers have been waiting for. If predictions from researchers pan out, everything is starting to come together now. According to Bitfinity's weekly chart, this large triangle pattern started to form right after Shiba Inu hit its all-time high in October 2021. The Shiba Inu price has been narrowing inside this triangle since then, with falling highs and constant support at the same level. Think about it this way. As was the case in March and again in December of last year, Shiba Inu was subsequently restrained every time it tried to advance. But it never entirely crumbled, even under the tremendous stress. Shiba Inu's stability has been maintained by the solid support line below, which has absorbed every downturn. For more than 3 years, tension has been building up in this continuing debate. Now we're getting close to the triangle's peak. When that happens, people usually start talking again. Something has to give. When it happens, it might move along quickly. Shiba Inu's price could start to rise if it manages to break through the first resistance level, according to Bitfinity's chart. About 4. This is the first major goal. The primary goal that is being evaluated is 3.1. And this is the most astounding part. From where Shiba Inus are now, reaching the 3.1 milestone would be an increase of more than 733%. The impact of such a move would be enormous. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for anyone who has been involved, or is just now paying attention. Now that the chart, timing and pattern are all in sync, it's not simply hype anymore. More than that though, there is another problem that nobody seems to be talking about. On the other hand, that is a really important issue. More and more Shiba Inu owners are planning to invest in the long run, according to new data from Into the Block. Wallets that hold Shiba Inus for more than a year are on the rise, while those that hold them for a few months or for short-term trading are on the decline. This shifts the focus of the currency from day traders to those with a longer time horizon for investing. I think that's important. Less panic buying, less pressure from people looking to make quick money, and more stability overall are the outcomes. Consistently, the market is showing signs of life. Holding on to committed investors helps build a stronger foundation, which is especially important when bullish momentum starts to build. The trading environment seems to be holding its own. Even when market sentiment was falling, and traders were betting against Shiba Inus, the price stayed very steady, according to a graphic from CoinGlass. At that crucial support level, it stayed put. Numerous attempts by short sellers to lower the price were fruitless. Something seems to be shifting in the momentum. It appears that confidence is on the rise again, as the market is slowly shifting back toward favoring long holdings. In most cases, this happens right before a substantial increase. Looking at the big picture, with more long-term holders, less sell pressure, strong support, and a changing mood, it appears like the foundation is being laid, possibly for a purpose much bigger than just a rebound. In addition, the community is becoming more passionate. People are starting to believe that Shiba Inu prices might soon be zero-based. I think that's important. This goes beyond only the numbers for Shiba Inu owners. This is about reaching a major goal. Many have been waiting for this to happen for years, as it would indicate that the price is moving into a new range, rather than a protracted sequence of decimals. It appears to be turning into a realistic possibility, taking into account the thorough study we have carried out, which includes the long-term chart configuration, the growing market strength, and the shift towards long-term holder. This is supported by data from CryptoRank, which shows that Shiba Inu have historically had a good month in May. The average rise in May over the past 4 years is 61%. May 2021 was a banner month for Shiba Inus, with a 35% increase in the breed's popularity in only that month. That is why it is reasonable to assume that many people are feeling hopeful again. That hope has led to the revival of a long-lost desire to become a millionaire through Shiba Inu investments. We can dismantle it. One would require 10 billion coins to become a billionaire if the value of Shiba Inu reaches 0.000001, removing 1 mana zero from its current price. It is equivalent to over $127,000 at the present valuation. But if Shiba Inu pulls off the impossible and gets rid of 2 zeros, it would just need 1 billion coins to reach the $1 million mark. The going rate is close to $112,000.